Okay, grade 8, now we're going to be looking at exchange rates. In the end, we're going to fill something here. This is quite an interesting and fun section, and it'll get you a good understanding of how the world's global money converts and interacts between each other. So what is an exchange rate? It is the price of one nation's currency in terms of another currency. Okay, let's have a look at some examples of currencies. South Africa, America, Japan, Great Britain, Thailand, Germany, if you know your flags. And in South Africa, we have the rand, and we donate that with a little R. You know the rand very well. We have rand and cents, but it's called the South African rand. In America, they have the dollar. You might have seen that with the dollar sign. Very common sign. In Japan, they have the yen. In Britain, they have the British pound. In Thailand, they have the Thai baht. And in Germany, they have just the euro. It's not called the German euro, it's just called the euro. And in this case, more than one country has the same currency. As you'll see, currencies get very confusing around the world, but the whole idea of how a currency works is very simple and easy to understand. So what is 1 rand in the different currencies? This is as of November 2015. Why is it important that I put this date in here? This is because currencies change all the time. Every day they change, every hour they change. So this is important to get a good understanding of where it is. So what is 1 rand in the different currencies? So what if you had 1 South African rand, what is the equivalent to? Well, 1 rand will give you $0.069. It will give you 8.57 yen. Look how we donate a yen with a funny Y with 2 lines through it. It'll give you 0.046 pounds. It's very little pounds. You see how we donate a pound? And it will give you 2.5 baht. You see how we got a big B with a line through it? You don't need to remember these, but it's fun to know. And the euro, that E with 2 lines in it, or E looking, is 0.065 euro. Now, what if we had 1 American dollar? How many rand would that equal? 1 American dollar is equal to 14 rand and 42 cents. 1 Japanese yen is equal to 12 cents. 1 British pound is equal to 21 rand 91. I have to put the R here. As you can see, I've left it out. 1 Thai baht is equal to 40 rand cents. And 1 euro is equal to 15 rand 46. You've got to put the R in to show what currency it is. So this is a little bit of how currencies work. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you it on Google. Let's have a look at some examples. The rand to the Russian ruble. So in Russia, they have a currency called the ruble. And we call in South Africa, ZAR is our rand and RUB is the ruble. The exchange rate is 1 to 4.59. Because I've said the rand to the ruble, that's the same as saying 1 rand is 4.59 ruble. Right? So this means for every 1 rand, we get, that's a ruble, this little p, you don't need to worry about that, 4.59 ruble. How much ruble will we get for 20 rand is the question. So we're going to have to work out some kind of ratio here. So the rand to the ruble is equal 1 to 4.59. That's how we say that. Say that out loud. The rand to the ruble is 1 over 4.59. So this would be the same as saying the ruble to the rand is 4.59 to 1. So if you had 4.59 ruble, you would have 1 rand. It's exactly the same. So the rand is equal to 1 over 4.59 times the ruble. What do we do here? We move the ruble to this side. We took that here and we moved it up. We're going to look at this soon in more detail. Or we could say the ruble, because the ruble's at the top now. We move the rand from the bottom to the top. It's 4.59 times the rand. So we want to figure out how much ruble we will have for 20 rand. So we want to solve ruble times the rand. We're going to put in 20 rand there, and that's going to be 4.59 times 20 rand. And that is going to give us 91.8 ruble. Okay, let's just go and look at some more examples. $1 will give us 14.42 rand. So how much rand will we get for $3? That's quite easy to figure out. For $1 is equal to 14.42 rand. So $1 times 3 is equal to $3. So we times the left-hand side by 3 to get to $3. So we're going to have to times the right-hand side by 3. So 14.42 times 3 is equal to 43 Rand 56. And that is your answer. What about how many dollars will we get for 300 Rand? Now this gets a bit more difficult because 14.42 is not a nice number. So we're going to have to use some ratios here. So let's look at the solution. $1 equals 14.42 Rand. So the dollar over the Rand is $1 will give you 14.49 Rand. What if we times both sides by Rand? What we do to the left, we've got to do to the right. What happens here? Those cancel out, just like we did on the previous page. So now we have an equation where our dollar is 1 over 14.59 times the Rand. And now we just have to put in 300 over there. That's very easy. And that's 1 over 14.59 times 300, and that's $20.56 or American cents. Now, you will find on our previous slide, we solved the Rand to the dollar and the dollar to the Rand. This will equal, if you put that in the calculator, see what you get here, and then go back in the video to see what that is equal to. Okay, let's have a look at another example. $1 will give us 14.42 Rand. 1 Rand will give us 0.046 pounds. Now, what is the dollar-pound exchange rate? So now exchange rates, they don't simply need to be with the Rand. They can be between any currency on earth. So how will we do this? So $1 is 14.42 Rand. So the dollar over the Rand is 1 over 14.59. Remember, we're going to times Rand on each side. Cross out the Rand. Now we've got a Rand there. So we've got dollar equals 1 over 14.49 times 1, times 1 Rand. Right, we want to get this for 1 Rand. So I'm just going to put that there, 1 Rand. So 1 Rand is equal to $0.0685, right? So now we've got our exchange for 1 Rand is equal to $0.685. So now we've got a dollar to Rand exchange, and we've got a Rand to dollar exchange. That's quite convenient. Do you see how easily we did that? We just went 1 over. Okay, so 1 Rand is equal to $0.0685, and we know that 1 Rand is equal to 0.046 pounds. We have that over here, right? So we can just get rid of the Rands and say that $0.0685 is equal to 0.046 pounds. So the dollar over the pound is equal to 0.0685 over 0.460. Now this is getting awfully complicated. We want to make this 1 over a question mark, right? So we got 0.0685 times a certain number y will give us 1. And we know that then that 0.046 times that ratio y, or the number y, will give us our answer question mark. So y is simply equal to 1 over 0.0685. We simply did it on this equation. We moved that over to here and made a 1 under that. And that is equal to 14.59. And you'll notice that is our Rand dollar exchange. So then we go simply that times y. We know that y is 14.59, and that's 0.67. So we now know that $1 will give you 0.67 pounds. This whole section here is getting a bit complicated. Don't worry about it. You won't get tested on stuff like this, but it's good to know how exchange rates interact, and it's good to understand ratios. Okay, I want to show you guys now this. It's very interesting. If you go to Google, you can simply find any exchange rate you want. So I simply Googled the Rand dollar, and it gave me this little box here. And this is the Rand versus the dollar over time. So we can see that now it's already changed. 1 Rand is now $0.071. So if I said $1, you'll see that that's 13.99 Rand. So this changes every day. So what if I said the Rand, the pound? So 1 South African Rand is 0.047 pounds. So 1 pound is equal to 21.36 Rand. And again, you can see how this changes. As a South African, you will want to have the rand doing stronger. So the smaller this number is compared to the British pound, the better, the happier we are, and the better our currency is doing. What if we were to look at the rand or the dollar pound? Here we can see that $1 is 0.065 pounds. This is very similar to what we just calculated. And then we can see that if you had 1 British pound, it's equal to $1.53. And you can do this anything. You could see, what was another one we looked? You could look at the rand to the euro, which would be fun, and you can see that 1 euro is that. Or you could even say the euro to the rand, and that will give you the same thing. And Google's very clever in working this out. And you can look at all the different currencies here. There's the Lesotho Loti, or Loti, and that's a 1-to-1 with the rand. As you can see, it doesn't change much. And you can have some fun with this. Okay, so now we've done exchange rates. So the exchange rate is the price of one nation's currency in terms of another nation. Very easy to understand.